What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben gaming video. I do hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. Now, I just want to say I am sorry I haven't posted videos in quite a while. I've been kind of catching up on stuff, and to be honest, there hasn't been a lot of gaming news going on recently, so that's kind of died out. But we are going to get into the video in a second, but if you could, guys, go down to the description below and go and follow my Twitch, because I am streaming there quite a lot now. I finally got a streaming PC, so it means I can actually play games like Call of Duty and various other titles without losing performance. So please do come check that out if you want to down below. And also, if there's any noise in the background, we've got some builders working on stuff, so apologies for that if there's any frustration there. But the first bit of news here today, as you can see, we are getting the GTA 6 trailer coming in early December, which has been confirmed by Rockstar. And I just want to say this is finally some just brilliant news. Like, we're finally actually getting a trailer for this game. Like, we've known it's been in development. We've had leaks from, you know, people data mining stuff and people actually stealing information from Rockstar. But now we're actually finally getting a firm thing from Rockstar themselves saying we're going to be seeing the trailer next month. I don't know when the game's going to release. A lot of people are speculating that we could see it as early as something like March 2025. It won't be 2024. I can't see that happening next year at all. But a lot of people, as I say, are speculating that could see a launch of 2025, so we could be only just over a year away, which is absolutely insane. But one of the things I'm most excited about is just to see what the graphics of this game actually looks like. Do you think we're going to be 30 FPS on console this time? Because I think we could be. We've heard that there's a team of like 100 people working on just water physics for surfing alone, so I don't know what to expect. We could see 30 FPS on current gen consoles, which would be a real shame, but we will have to wait and see on that. Either way, I'm excited. We'll get to see where the game's actually going to be set, and it's just pretty good news. For the next bit of news I wanted to talk about is Alone in the Dark. We've actually just had 8 minutes of new gameplay shown. So if you do want to check that out, it's on the THQ Nordics YouTube channel, as you can see it down here. So if you do want to check that out, go over to their channel and you can watch 8 minutes of actual gameplay. I have played the game, so they did a demo a few months back. I don't know if it's still something you can do, but it was really good. Graphically, it looked absolutely insane. It played really well. It just looked like a really decent kind of horror game, and I'm really excited to get my hands on it. I'm sad it got delayed, but what gives it more hope for me is obviously we've got Hopper here, which is David Harbour, who's in Stranger Things, and we've also got Jodie Comer, who's obviously been in Free Guy and Killing Eve. More importantly, that one is a big show. So having these two in it, just to me, gives it a little bit more hope, and I have a little bit more confidence in what the game's going to be doing when they have like a decent group of people like that. So that's one I'm certainly excited for. And to get onto some of the bigger Xbox news that I know you guys will be interested in is Microsoft has appointed the former Forza boss as new Xbox Game Studios head. Now, obviously, last month, Xbox revealed a company reshuffle with multiple executives moving into new roles. One of these was the individual known as Mr. Matt Booty, who we all know about. We've talked about on the channel before, who is now president of game content and studios, overseeing Bethesda and leaving behind his old role as Xbox Game Studios head, which is awesome. That's great news. But more importantly, if you're wondering who's replacing this role, it's now been confirmed. Microsoft has appointed Alan Hartman as the new head of Xbox Game Studios. If you're not familiar with Alan Hartman, he's been part of Xbox's Forza Motorsport team at Turn 10 Studios. Now, we all know Turn 10, they make absolutely phenomenal games. Pretty much all of their launches have been flawless. I think the current Motorsport was their rockiest one with a few bugs and glitches, but to be honest, the game still runs flawlessly on my Xbox Series X. I've had an absolutely amazing time with it. Their games are pretty much perfect most of the time. So that is certainly one I'm definitely looking forward to, games that I'm definitely going to be more excited to play, because he's had a hand on the development of those games and he's overseeing that studio, meaning he's got a lot of responsibility to make sure they put out quality games. I think that's something that Phil Spencer is taking in hand. He doesn't want another launch like Redfall ever again. Some more Xbox news. We've got a potential sale at Black Friday in the UK. There's some leakers claiming we could see a £130 discount on Xbox Series X consoles. Now, obviously, before we've never really had the Series X discounted. It's always been Series S discounts, which is, it's a great console, but they need to start pushing the Xbox Series X sales, because it's behind PS5 by a lot, and it's even behind the Series S by a lot. We've only had small reductions in the past, like £20 £60, but that was before we even had the increase in the actual console price. But there are rumors and people saying that they've potentially had the information that they could be £130 cheaper in the UK, bringing it down to £349, which would be absolutely insane, because as I said, they're not doing that great in terms of sales on the Series X, and I think pushing that would be great this year. We've got big games like the new Forza Motorsport, Starfield is now on there, Redfall is now 60 FPS and is a hugely improved game compared to what it was at launch. There's some big titles that people who haven't picked up an Xbox yet, they might have got a PS5, they might want to pick up an Xbox for these games that are coming out over the next year, because obviously there's a lot more coming to PlayStation or to Xbox than there are to PlayStation over the next year. So people might want to start looking into picking up a Series X, and Black Friday deals being pushed like that would be absolutely insane. And also, just to add, on Game Pass this month, as of now, you can play Dungeons 4 on console, PC, and cloud. You can play Like a Dragon, the Man Who Erased His Name, on console, PC, and cloud. And importantly for me, I didn't play Wild Hearts at launch, but I heard good things about that game, so that's now come to Game Pass as well. So all these 3 titles are now on Game Pass. There's videos if you guys do want to check them out, so that's pretty cool. Still getting decent content coming to Game Pass, which is really, really good. And to add to that, Microsoft Flight Simulator has got another free content update. So they do their kind of like world updates, as you can see here. This new update focuses on Nordics and Greenland and adds 90 handmade points of interest, 10 triangulated irregular network cities, 5 handcrafted airports, high-res geographical updates. Sorry, that's hard for me to read as someone who's dyslexic. Digital elevation models, Iceland, Norway, and Sweden, and some fresh aerial imagery and satellite data for this entire region. Now, that's cool. It's good to see a game like that getting support, even though we know we've got a new flight simulator coming out very, very soon. They're still supporting the current one, all the way up till now. After years, it's been out for years. So that's good. And for the final little bit of news that I've got for you guys today, it is about Clockwork Revolution dev in exile. Talks about the benefits of working under Xbox. And as you can see right here, the financial worries that they said have disappeared at the studio. And now Fargo and his team are able to completely focus on creative aspects of the business. Microsoft also remains hands off, with Fargo explaining how there's no micromanaging at all from its parent company. Now, obviously they're being overseen. We just heard about heads overseeing people, but what I think Microsoft is doing really well is they're not just going into these studios that they've purchased or acquired or whatever. They're not just going in and telling them this is what you need to make. No, they are allowing studios to make games that those people want to make because they're passionate about them, which is always going to lead to a better game. It always will. Look at games like Hi-Fi Rush. That game would probably never be created if people like Microsoft were going in and telling them what to create. We'd just get more games, that we probably don't want. These Hi-Fi Rush games that just got stealth dropped on us are games that we want to see. They're going to be games that are a little different, but they are good and exciting and new, and that's what we want to see. And what I get from the impression of this Clockwork Revolution game is that we're going to get a very similar sort of thing. We're going to see games like Clockwork Revolution be different and exciting and something we might not have seen before. So I'm excited about that. But let me know what you think. This is today's news. I'm going to try and do these as often as I possibly can. Probably not every day, but I'll try and do an Xbox video as often as I possibly can, because I know you guys enjoy that content. As I said at the beginning, please do go down to the link below and follow my Twitch and Kick, or wherever you want to watch. I stream to 3 platforms all the time, which is Kick, Twitch, and also TikTok. So they're all linked in my link tree. If you are interested in following me there, then please do go down below and you can see what we're all doing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.